I hope this sounds good. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. I know my webcam and my microphone, we're going to be using the same input, so hopefully it sounds okay. I don't know if this tone sounds too I can't tell. Doesn't sound too bad. I don't think. Man, it's been a long time since I've streamed. Wow. That's pretty interesting. Anyway, so hi everybody. I mean, nobody's watching right now, but I'm like just talking to myself in my bedroom. It's cool. It's been a while since I've done one of these streams, and I used to stream a lot on Mixer. Um, Back in the day, I'd sit there and play my guitar and just jam for like 5 hours straight, and I'm like, holy buckets! And if it sounds like a lot of work, that's because it was. It was a lot of endurance, and I don't even know if I played anything that was good. I hope I did. It's hard to remember. It was so long ago. But I'm working on a new book called A Conceptual Guide for the Aspiring Guitarist, and I was hoping in that book that I would be able to help some people out. Talking about like being in a band and practicing and things to expect during your first show and stuff. Oh my God, my throat's so dry today. I've been doing a lot of recording and stuff, but I made this video talking about sweep picking and everything that goes along with that. And I was trying to encourage people in this video, saying it wasn't very hard. I don't know if that went over very well. Some people were like, what do you mean it's super hard? I tried to break it down, but in the right hand, hopefully this doesn't sound too harsh. Let me know if this sounds bad. Does that sound really, really bad? I'm not sure. I'm using my webcam mic. It's just kind of a quick and dirty stream until I get a better camera. My phone might be a better option in the future, but this is kind of nice because I can like perform and stand in front of my computer, and you can see everything going on. But when you're standing and sweeping, I play with my guitar the lower bout. I think I have dirt in one of my potentiometers here, but the lower bout is like right here at my crotch. I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of low. I normally don't play this low, but I really like the way it looks, because believe it or not, how you look is also about playing guitar. I never used to accept that. I'll be honest with you. For years, I didn't care about that. I was one of these guys. Nerd alert! It was like all the way up here, and I was just like, I was like John Entwistling that guitar, but it was like up here. And I remember when I was playing it up this high, somebody in my comment section was just like, can you raise that guitar a little bit more, please, sir? Thank you. And I'm just like, so I lowered my guitar, and this feels a lot better. My arm isn't pinched or crimped. Like when it's really high, your arm is like this the entire time. And my arm got so tired, but now it's like my arm is loose. It just sits right here where it needs to be. But that example that I was playing before sounds a little bit like this. Like, see how it's kind of still effortless even when I'm standing up and playing. And in my book, I'm going to talk about this. But you see how my thumb, it's not proper technique, so to speak, because when you're playing a show, nobody cares. I don't mean to be like, a jerk about it, but I thought people cared. I thought somebody would pop out of the audience and be like, excuse me, sir, your technique is shit. And I'd be like, no, I'm a fraud. But that never happened. But anyway, so when you're sweep picking like this, when you're sweep picking, I'm basically just taking those three shapes I talked about in that one video where I was talking about the major arpeggio, minor arpeggio, and the major seventh, something like that. That's a minor arpeggio. Still minor. Shit. Major. has to be that hard. I'm not like a big tapping guy myself, so you really won't see me do a lot of tapping. Kind of because I'm not very good at it. Like I'm okay at it when I need to be, but other than that, it's like I don't really want to do it, if that makes sense. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to do any streams because I haven't streamed in a long time. But you can see my sweet Super Famicom back here. Check that out, sweet SFC with the CRT, baby. Don't be fooled, that game is hard as hell. Godzilla over there, Daikesen. I don't know the pitch accent on the word Daik or Kesen, but usually when in doubt, Heiban out, right? Like Gojira Kaiju Daikesen, just do it like that. Call it a day. Anyway, I don't even know what the stream is about. Thanks everybody for being here if you're watching. I'm just kind of big chilling. But anyway, yeah, so if anybody has any questions about anything they want to learn about guitar or anything like that, or just want to drum up conversation, feel free. I'm just big chilling here. Maybe I'll kick on another. I don't know if my tone sounds okay. Hopefully it sounds okay. But anyway, yeah. I think it sounds okay. Anyway. What that is, those are just suspended chords. These big sounding chords, they're just suspended chords. They're neither major nor minor, and they sound huge. That was a major chord, that last one. You see how it resolves? Or I messed that up. You can go major or minor with it, which is really nice. I was way too fast. I'm like, oh, please. How do I do that? That's where it is slow. It's so hard. That's gotta be like my favorite part. This part right here, where it's like. I just love that so much. But anyway. shit. That's what I'm so afraid of. I really hope I don't sound bad. I don't know. I can't even tell. Oh, the mail lady's here. I'm gonna wave at her. You ready? Let's wave. Oh, my books are here. I ordered 2 copies of my self-help book. Let's see if she sees me. It's taking a while. She hasn't even seen me yet. My windows are open. Okay, all right. Yeah, she doesn't see me at all. This is great. Wow. Hold on. Let's see if she sees me. Mail lady, look up here. Look up here, damn it. She's not looking at me. Ah, she didn't even notice. Wow, that's crazy. Damn, I am not important at all. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just. I do remember a little bit of. I'm gonna turn that off. I do remember a little bit of Holy Wars of Punishment Due. I love Rust in Peace. I love that album. It's so good. What was it? It was like. I don't remember anything else. Maybe this one. I just love that song so much. Anyway, I'm just playing some bullshit. If you're watching, thanks for being here. I don't know if anyone's watching or not, but I could just be talking to myself in my room, which would not be the first time. Wink. But yeah, I had to take the trash out today. Did that. I can see both cans out there. But one thing I have been working on are the 5 pentatonic shapes. Maybe I should outline some of that. So anyway, take a look at, this is terrible. This stream is, I even, anyway, so everybody knows the 5 pentatonic shapes. Pattern 1. Everybody knows that one. Pattern 2 looks a little bit like this. Pattern 3 was like. Pattern 4 was like this. Yeah. 5. Yeah, last one's down here. You could be anywhere you want, really. And the reason why I never really paid much attention to these patterns was because when I first started playing guitar, I was like trying to be different and like not do everything that everybody else was doing. Um, which was like everybody was learning Stairway to Heaven, and whatnot and stuff like that. And I tried really hard not to do that, to be different. And it wasn't easy actually, because I'd be playing gigs and inevitably somebody would be like, Freebird. And I'm like, I don't know how to play Freebird. I mean, I could probably figure it out, just from by ear or whatever. But it was just kind of crazy how many people would be like, Freebird, Stairway. And I'm like, I don't know how to play any of those. Sorry. When I first started playing guitar, I really focused hard on like writing my own stuff, kind of as early as possible, because I just felt like that was more interesting to me. Now, don't get me wrong, I can probably still play Crazy Train all the way through, and probably Mr. Crowley all the way through. But I don't know if I could do that with any other songs, just because I was never really interested in learning other people's stuff. Um, you know. Oh, social media is crazy. Whoops. Oh my God, what was that? Oh. That's better. But anyway, I hope this is somewhat fun. I was just trying a stream idea because I was running out of video ideas up until recently. I have a lot to say about that recent thing that happened. But as far as that goes, I really was like, what do I do? Do I just like, I don't know. But I just got Mind Your Mentality, my new self-help book, in the mail. I just saw her deliver it to our front door. So that's exciting. I'll probably do some reading out of that for a YouTube video or something like that. Be kind of fun. Maybe some people will be interested in that. Yeah, probably. That was accidental. But talking about technique, my technique when I'm standing playing up, when I'm sitting, my thumb is like in the middle of the back of the neck. When I'm standing, my thumb is like towards the top of the neck, but still in the back. And then sometimes I don't even care. I'll just have my thumb over my neck and I'll just be playing because it's very comfortable, especially when you're bending. Like. A sucker for major sounding music. I just love that. I was trying to play Our New World in standard tuning by Dream Theater. I think I remember how to play it. Let me see. Kind of how it goes. It's like. But see, to me, I don't know if that just sounds like a bunch of noise or if it actually is You know what I mean? Like if it's actually identifiable. I don't know. That's one of my biggest things. Anyway, yeah, it's like, you know, when you know you're playing good stuff. I'm always super duper conscientious about my tone, though. Oh yeah. Wait. For the heart, the Ukraine. I just love that song. Most of the time, I practice on a clean tone when I'm sitting here just kind of noodling. Because then I can do like. Distortion is cool for certain things, but other times you really need a good clean channel. Like personally, I judge an amp by its clean channel. So if an amplifier has a really nice clean channel, I'll be like, that's nice. I like that. Because most of the time when I'm practicing with a clean channel, just so I can hear everything going on. But also make sure you stretch your hand, stretch, stuff like that. See that? Those are simple seventh chords too. You got the major seventh chord. I think this is a half diminished seventh chord. This I think is a dominant seventh chord. Yeah, and then a minor seventh chord. Oh, that's sexy. Start wiggling around the room kind of awkwardly, just like I'm dancing or something. I can't dance. That's not entirely true, but. See how I'm grabbing those chords? Like I'm baseball necking the neck. Baseball batting the neck? Something like that. But when you're practicing. But yeah, so I hope this stream was entertaining at least. I don't know what else to really do. This is the problem when I try to stream. I don't know, unless I'm playing like a video game or something, I'm not sure what to do on the stream because I don't know how long I can be entertaining with my guitar. I hate to say that, but maybe it's just my own humility coming out, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Oh, I love that. Hold on a second. I used to do this a lot in college. I used to drive my bandmates crazy. I'd be like. I just make that face the entire time like a sociopath. I'd just be like. It's so catchy, isn't it? I can totally understand why so many songs in the 50s and 60s were written with that very chord progression. It's just C, A minor, F major, G major, and then you can be like. Something off of solo wise, but it's so great. I just love that so much. I really enjoy arpeggiating. That's great. I love that. A lot of people have a hard time sweeping down here towards the nut, but I really feel like it's more comfortable down here. It's very tasty. I like that. It's like you're just sweeping up to the fretboard. But anyway, what are you guys working on? Are you guys working on anything fun? I'm kind of just working on the five pentatonic shapes, really, and just kind of moving them around. But I'll still play major scale. You know, and just kind of because everything you need comes from a major scale, as we all know. Your relative minor, and then with that relative minor, raise the seventh degree, you get a harmonic minor scale. Raise the sixth and seventh degree of that natural minor scale, you get the melodic minor scale. Something that Yngwie loves. He loves those two modes of a minor scale. I love Yngwie Malmsteen. Don't get me wrong. I love the guy. I respect the hell out of him. He's way better at guitar than I am. I couldn't even dream of accomplishing any iota of what that man has done. But my favorite album is his first one from 1984, Rising Force. I really feel like that's his best album, just because it's so good. It was so innovative at the time. It was so fresh and different. And then I feel like after that, he just kind of started doing the same thing on every album. You know, playing melodic minor scales, harmonic minor scales. He's very comfortable doing those things. And he's really good at it too. Like, I can't take anything away from him at all. Like, he's really, really good at what he does. But it's just, it gets boring after a while. Steve Vai is another fantastic guitar player that I love as well. But I never really got too emotionally attached to his playing very much. I always felt very self-indulgent and very Noodle-esque. Dream Theater, their new album Parasomnia, just came out, and I listened to that a few nights ago as I was playing some Godzilla here at my TV behind me here. As you guys can see, my humble setup right there. That is my gaming setup right there. It's very 1990. I love the SFC. Super Famicom is my favorite system ever. But and I liked the album. I did. I liked it. Bend the Clock is my favorite album, favorite song off the album. But everything else felt pretty much run-of-the-mill Dream Theater. It was good though. It was good. It was really good. That's not a bad thing. I just wanted to see them do something different, you know? But they didn't really too much. But it is what it is. Those guys are getting older, and it's just good that we're getting any new music from them at all. I think I forgot to mention that in my review of that video album. I probably should have waited on that a little bit more. But I didn't wait. I wanted to make that video, you know, as quickly as I could and all that good stuff. My new video, Don't Carry That Weight, is out. And that's talking about dealing with people who aren't worth your time, and also not carrying resentments through to your next relationship and stuff like that, which I'm sure we've all done. I'm just reading over here on my thingamajig, my chat. I don't know, does it let everybody like comment if they want? Let me see if it works for me. You put a little smiley face, happy face, yeah dog. Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I'm writing this book for guitar players, or musicians in general, called Conceptual Guide for the Aspiring Guitarist. I'll probably change that. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? I was just thinking, maybe I'll call it The Musician's Way. I was like, wait, I can't do that because there's a book already called The Musician's Way, and I read it when I was in high school, and it changed my life. It was like, oh, you know, it was amazing. But it was all about practice and due diligence and stuff like that. Fantastic book. Fantastic book. I should get another copy of that because lately I've been kind of losing my way as a guitar player, kind of plateauing. I'm not sure if I can make an ing out of that, but I feel like I've hit a plateau. So that's why I'm eagerly learning new stuff. There's always something to learn. You just have to find it. You know what I mean? If it doesn't interest you, it's going to be really, really hard to learn about what that thing is. Like if you're not interested in finger picking, you're probably not going to care too much about, you know, all that stuff. But I personally might get into finger picking. The only thing that I don't want to have long nails on my right hand again because I haven't had long nails since I was a classical guitar student back in college 12, 13 years ago. And so I'm a nail biter and I know myself and I don't want to bite my nails and ruin oh God, I would hate that so much. Not only that, but my mom's like, only girls have long nails. I'm like, thanks, Mom. I was like, not a girl, not a woman, just a classical guitar student. Jeez, you know, it's like, stop judging me, Mom. God. But yeah, I did think about doing that because there's so much more that you can do with all your fingers than just your pick, you know, your plectrum. And I would love that. Rick Graham on Instagram. If you haven't subscribed to him or whatever the hell you call it, follow him on Instagram. Rick Graham is an amazing guitar player, also a fellow classical student as well, classical guitar, and he is fantastic and just a wonderful performer. And the way he glides with his fingers and his playing is so fluid, so effortless. It's just he's a wonderful guitar player. So Rick Graham, special shout out to him. Not like he'll ever see this, but you know what I mean? But he's fantastic. So I highly encourage everybody to check him out. Every time I practice now, I practice standing up because when you're performing, you're going to be standing and all that stuff. So, and plus it just feels good to stand up and move around. It's more fun. You can move around and do some cool stuff. And sometimes I practice some things. Actually, I'm going to talk about this in my book as well. But when I'm performing and I'm playing, like when I did that Crazy Train performance video, and I was like moving around my guitar, I would shift it and play certain things down here. And then I would shift my guitar and play certain things like this up here. And then sometimes I would shift my guitar to this side of my body for certain things and this side. And sometimes I'd lean back a little bit. Now, not only does that add to your performance, but it actually helps you play certain things a little easier. Because I think there's a misconception about playing guitar standing up, which is like you have to play everything from one like position. You know what I mean? Instead of being malleable and flexible like we all are as human beings, the body is built to move, so move with it kind of deal. So I move all the time. Like you'll see me I'll do some wacky tobacco poses just because I know certain positions. Like this right here is a lot like me sitting down, but I'm doing it standing up, and I'll do it for a little while. and then I'll come back up, and then I'll start, like interacting with the audience again, like from my old band days in high school and early college. But that's kind of what I think of when I think about performing with the guitar. The guitar should be like dynamic, just like you are. It's okay to move it around and stuff like that. And the right hand picking, I was, for a while I was stumped on it for whatever reason. I was looking for like the golden angle that would like do everything for me. But honestly, I still try to keep my pick perpendicular with my strings. But if I'm not too perpendicular with my strings, it's not that big of a deal either. Sometimes I come at the string with like an angle on my pick, and that's how you get more of that poppy sound. And when you're standing, those artificial harmonics just come out so easily. And if you don't want it, just rotate your pick back to perpendicularity. If you kind of want it, then rotate it back so it's not perpendicular, more acute. Then you can really get those, See that? So I turn my pick, turn it back. See what I mean? So the guitar is like a living organism when you're standing with it and performing and playing and stuff like that. And I would like to talk more about that in my book as well. Maybe I'll change the title to like, I don't even know, guys. I really don't know. I finished the Zeitgeist trilogy. As you guys can see, that painting right there is the cover of the first book. That's took me 6.5 months to paint that back in 2017. But I painted it long before I started writing the book, the first draft at least. But I always knew that was going to be the cover of the book. But I wanted to take a break from science fiction because I had been working on the Zeitgeist trilogy for like 10 years, and I was like, I kind of want to do something else. And then I wrote Mind Your Mentality, my self-help book, which I'm very proud of. I got very nice feedback from somebody I was talking to at a party, a friend of mine. And she said she read my book and she really enjoyed it. And I got some good feedback from her, and it just really touched my heart that somebody read it. And I was like, oh my God, because when she's like, oh, I read your book. I was like, oh, I've published 4 books now in my name personally. And I'm like, oh, I was thinking she read Zeitgeist, and I'm like, oh, cool. What'd you think? Like, I'm really excited. She's like, no, your self-help book. I was like, oh no. And I was just kind of like, oh no, because I was a little insecure because I was like, who the hell is going to listen to me, right? I'm just a guy in his bedroom with a guitar in his arms, slinging over his shoulder, right? Like, I don't know. I had imposter syndrome for a while, but I prefaced the book by saying I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. I'm just a guy trying to help people with his stories. And if you take anything away from this book, that's fantastic. But if not, that's cool too. But yeah, so I'm very proud of Mind Your Mentality. I'm really proud of that book. I'm glad I wrote it. It was a lot of fun. And it kind of inspired me to work on some other non-fictitious projects as well as a writer, just to keep me working on stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's very easy to not work on stuff and to just kind of coast, on your past projects. There's one thing I love, it's the diminished arpeggio. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But anywho, I don't really know what to play, really. I'm just kind of putzing around, talking about life and whatnot. But yeah, nobody's really home, so that's fantastic. I can pretty much do what I want and stuff like that. But pretty cool. like I've got to lose some belly fat. I'm not fat by any means, obviously. I know that. I'm looking at myself in the camera. It's just my hoodie. I'm like, no, I'm not fat. But, I could lose a little bit of, yeah, no, I'm fine. But I could lose a little bit of belly fat. Who couldn't, right? I mean, it's so easy with our society we have to just eat because you don't really have to worry about getting the food. You just kind of eat it. You know what I mean? Because it's there. You don't have to hunt and gather anymore, which is really nice. But it's never been easier to gain weight in today's modern society, let me tell you. So, you know what I mean? So, I try to watch that as much as I can. But, everyone knows that shape. Oh, I think my TV is vibrating because it's close to my wall. There you go. That's better. I was like, wait, my TV is vibrating. I'm like, what? I don't like that. That's my only CRT I have. But anyway, yeah, I'm just practicing. I'm just noodling. If anybody has any questions, I don't know, are comments disabled or something? Or does nobody just, maybe nobody wants to talk to me? Oh, we have our first. Oh, thank God. Thank you very much. Tomba, thank you very much for the first comment. Holy buckets. I hope your lunch break is going well. I know it's hard working for the man. I know I hate it. I just like, it's hard, man. It's tough. I hope the job is going well. I hope they treat you well. I hope you're making good money for yourself. That's something we all want in life. It can be really hard to get, for sure. It feels like even I'm looking for jobs with a bachelor's degree because that's what I have from college. And I'm looking and I'm like looking at wages and salary. I'm just like, this is the same amount of money that I'd be making without a degree. Is something wrong here? What the fuck? I'm like, what? I was just like, something is amiss, something. I'm like, what is going on? I'll never forget. This reminds me of the first time my mom, I was like probably 13 years old. My mom was explaining car insurance to me at the time. And I was like, yeah, you just pay it once, right? And you're done. And my mom's like, ha, 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 ah, ha, ha, ha. No. It's like, you pay it for the rest of your life. I'm like, as long as you have the vehicle. And I was like, what? And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. I have to pay for something that hasn't happened yet repeatedly. And my parents got such a kick out of this that I had no idea how insurance worked. At that time, they would not stop laughing at me. I'm like, no, seriously, Dad, Mom, like, is this how this works? This sucks. Why would anybody drive a vehicle if that's how this is? Oh, it was so funny. Oh gosh, it was hilarious. And my mom still brings that up today. Mom was like, yeah, you just pay once, right? And I'm like, I was 13. All that is, everybody, is a major triad. I'm just moving it around and palm muting. because I play weird stuff like that. I just love, if you. Ooh, it's very dreamlike. I love that too. Let's take a look at what we have here. We have a B. We have an E flat, B flat, E, G. Wait, what did I say? B, E flat, G. B, E flat, G. B, E flat, G. So that's G, B, E flat. G, B. So we have two minor thirds stacked. Wait, do we? Hold on a second. I'm messing myself up. We have G, B, E flat. So GBE or GBD is a G major arpeggio or a triad. We have GBE flat. That would be a flatted fifth. Oh, so yeah, it's a flatted fifth. Yeah. So it's a diminished fifth. Yeah, and if you turn that around, so stair steps this way, stair steps this way, tritones all over the place. You can tell immediately just from hearing that. Yeah, what was I gonna do? I was gonna do something. I forgot what it was. Shoot. I hate when this happens, dude. Damn it. I can't believe I've had this guitar for 10 years. This is my main guitar. This is the only guitar I have actually nowadays. All of my other guitars I sold and kept this one. I don't even have a name for it. Maybe I called it Kage, which is Japanese for shadow. But I have a Super Distortion 100. This pickup. God, what? This pickup has been around since the 70s. And this pickup is a Fred Distortion pickup in red. And this pickup's been around for a very long time as well. And Seymour Duncan makes both of these. You really can't go wrong. So I got this guitar used 10 years ago for $270. And then I brought it to my guitar guy, and he put a bone nut in, filed. I think some of the previous owner might have rounded the frets on the outside before I owned it on the whole fretboard because it feels amazing in my hands. He put my pickups in for me, changed my toggle switch, and I was thinking about putting some speed knobs down here and getting rid of these and putting some speed knobs, but I don't really know if I want to do that. I was actually going to swap out my Grover tuning machines for some Goto 510s, Goto, which is they're Japanese. I know, big surprise, right? Knowing me. But yeah, they're fantastic too, and I've heard really good things about them. But they're like $150, so. Pretty cool. But I think I have dirt in one of my potentiometers because you can kind of, I don't know, I might have to blow it out with a can of air. Hardest things to play clean. That's a beautiful chord too. Oh yeah, baby. You're just like, girl, I love you so much. Girl, I love you so much. And guess what? Girl, I love you so much. Girl, I love you so much. Becomes a top hit, and you're just like, I'm just saying, girl, I love you so much. That's like how, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if that happened in real life. like this. They're like, right hand is like fucking insane, and they're just like. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen them, you probably will. These guys are nuts. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but I was like, is this fake? And I'd watch them, and that it looks real to me. I'm just like, I mean, if it's not real, they're pretty convincing. Otherwise, it's like, wow, that's really impressive. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. That guitarist from Unprocessed, he's pretty popular now, and I don't know. The future of guitar is super duper crazy. I mean, back in the day, it was all about quickness, speed, sweeping arpeggios, squealing leads. And now it's like about really technically proficient playing. And with a mixture of that hip hop culture we've got going on in our country, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. But anyway, yeah, maybe I'll throw on another little jam here. Sure. I really have to like attack that. I'm like getting in there. It looks like I've got a yarmulke on the back of my head. Those chords are so huge. They sound so huge. Honest to God, it's crazy. I love them. Anyway. That's really hard to do. Just like I was doing it, I was just like, I'm doing the thing, and I'm just like, this sounds really good. This is kind of hard. And I'm just like, my hand's getting kind of tired. Holy shit, this is hard. What's up, bud? It's crazy, man. It's very easy. All I'm doing is, it's very simple. You just have to, I'm on the D string, and I'm just playing, what am I playing here? I'm playing B to a G sharp, and then I'm going to D. So B, G sharp, D, and I'm just moving that pattern around. Like I'll show you. Takes a lot of dexterity. Yikes. Don't do that too long, it hurts. wonder if I still remember. I hope that sounds okay. I don't know. How's that go? Oh, that's right. That's like a really sped up version of Orion. That's really funny. That's so funny.
hope I don't sound like shit. I was like, do I sound bad? I was like, I don't even know. I'm just jamming. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. I like it. Damn. My guitar is out of tune. Fix it. My D string was out of tune there for a minute. I was like, I think I'm out of tune. I love that idea. It's so cool.
Anyway, thank you everybody for the kind words. Shout out to the Overcomers of All Obstacles. I love that name. I love that name. I think there's a lot of power in that name. I feel like I should have stretched more. That's amazing. Thank you everybody for being here. Special shout out to Kyle Geyer. You know who you are, homie. That's right, Luda. You know, in the book, oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for being here and checking out the stream. This was a lot of fun. I first popped on camera. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mean, you know, I'm like, what do I do? You know, but there's a lot of, you know, every guitar player I'm sure feels this way, where it's like, is what I'm playing interesting? You know, it sounds cool. I'm like, yeah, there's some certain parts that I really liked what I was doing there, but it's very easy to fall into like the same things you always do, kind of, sort of, you know, like the same little motifs or ideas. And I've been trying to break out of that recently as much as I can, which has proven to be very hard actually, because I don't know. I don't really know how to do that. You know, it's like, how do I drastically change my guitar playing and hopefully it's interesting and sounds good? Because, you know, I don't want it to sound terrible. You know what I mean? Like, you're doing all this crazy dissonance and stuff like that, and it just sounds really bad, you know? But you're being different, but it just sounds bad, you know? I don't even think I could play an example of how that would sound, but that sounds kind of bad. But yeah, you know, it's always tricky trying to do something different that people haven't seen before. And I don't even know if it's entirely possible anymore. It feels like everything's been done on guitar. And that's why I focus a lot on writing. I don't have a band right now, but I usually write in Finale on my computer. And I write standard notation like sheet music. And I'll write parts for like two guitars and play with different melodic ideas and stuff like that. And sometimes you might find something you really enjoy that you wrote for like a group setting. Like I had this one piece I wrote called Supernal Horses, and it was written for like 10, I don't know why the hell I did this, but it was written for like 10 drum sets. Dude, if you had 10 drum sets together, I'm pretty sure the whole house would fall down. Like there'd just be no way. But it was written for like 10 drums and two guitars, and it was just ridiculous. But that's what I like about Finale, is that I can kind of get in there and write music, like write whatever you want, you know. Like a big habit of mine when I'm composing is I love harmonizing in major sixths, you know, like sixth intervals, because I love the way it sounds with my guitar lines. Like, you know, it just sounds so good and ethereal. 10 drum sets would sound like Wild. Yes, that was the idea. Oh my gosh, somebody finally got it after 20 years. Somebody was like, why did you call it Supernal Horses? I'm like, because I was trying to, you know, make it sound like a bunch of horses running. I thought it was cool. I don't think I ever finished it. I think I finished half of it, but there's another piece. The house that I'm standing in right now got hit by a tree about 13 years ago. Oh God, that scared the shit out of me. About 13 years ago, and we had to move out of our house into a hotel for a while. And I wrote a piece called Remembrance in that hotel room I was staying in for like a month or so. And that track, I think you can hear it on my YouTube. It's called Remembrance. It's probably just a sound file with like a static background. But I'm really proud of that piece too, and I don't even think that piece is done either. I probably should finish that as well. But yeah, you know, music is best when it's shared with others. And lately, like I've been spending a lot more time practicing standing up and playing standing up and trying to get more comfortable because I haven't performed in a while with a band or a group or anything like that. But I would like to. That sounds like a lot of fun. But it's so hard to keep a band together because so many people out there, I don't know what they have, that the certain idea of what it takes to keep a band going in their mind is drastically different from what it actually takes to keep it going, you know? Oh, and I think that's where a lot of bands fall apart. It's like some people want to have like a drinking band where they're just playing to have fun. It's nothing serious. But if you're with a band with other people who want to be serious, you might want to address that pretty early. Um, oh Jesus! But you know, I think I could be a lot better on guitar for sure. I'm always trying to improve and try to do things differently. There's so much I can't do on the guitar, you know, that so many other people can do, and it's really inspiring. But it is hard to keep going on your own because if you had like a band and you guys are rehearsing, like when I was in a band, like with my best friend who was in the chat here, Kyle, him and I were in a band together, and I was practicing like crazy all the time, trying to up my game, learn new things on the guitar, new flashy bits for shows and whatnot. That was a really fun time, you know. But when you're not in a band, it's like it's different, you know. It's just like you can play all this cool stuff in your room or on YouTube. Yeah, a very good band practice to get. Yes, that is true. That is true. Yeah, we were a great band, you know, and you know, I would write the music for the band. I think I wrote like 5 songs for the band. One was called Destiny. That was like the one we actually got. And guys, I kid you not, when we first started, I brought the score into the band, right? And I handed everybody this thick ass packet. I'm surprised that our drummer didn't throw me out right away. Like, what are you doing handing me this big old fat ass packet of music? Like, what is this? And because I came from marching band and concert band and wind ensemble, where that's all we read was sheet music all day, every day, all day long. So to me, that's why I'm like, oh, this is what you do. Like, hey, everybody, welcome. You know, glad we have the band together. Here's all your music. I'm starting to hand everybody thick ass packets of songs that I wrote, and I'm sure everybody else in the room was like, you know, like, thanks. You know, and they don't know how to. You know, I think Marianne, our drummer Marianne, could read music. I think Kyle could too. Bud, do you remember? Could you read music at that time or no? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure you could. I know our singer couldn't read music at the time. I had to kind of sit with him and practice his parts with him. But he was there because he was sitting on the drummer, and our drummer at the time liked girls. So I don't know what the hell he thought was going to happen there. But yeah, see, he could read music. And it was fun, you know. And then the songs become yours and stuff like that. But when you're in a band setting, you're always trying to, you know, be better. And you know, my first time performing on stage, I was 15 and a half, 16 years old. We didn't get this one on video, to my knowledge, but it was at our high school talent show. We played like Freya by the Sword and some other stuff, and it wasn't nearly as good as our senior show. The senior show is what's on my YouTube channel. You can see the first time I performed on stage, or second time I performed on, one of the first times I performed on stage. But back then, in order to tap, I had to sit down, like not sit, but like kneel to tap, super embarrassing. And I watch that video now and I'm just like, oh, dude. It's just, I had to sit down and I'm like, oh, he's going to do it. And start tapping and stuff. But it was fun. But when you're in a band, there's something about that fire in your belly, for sure, that really kind of puts a little root, adds a little roux to your do, But yeah, like I love that Holy Wars song. It's so much fun. I love this part. It sounds so good, right? It sounds so good. Oh, dude, I love this part. It just never gets old, dude. It's so good, so juicy. I'm just like half expecting Dave Mustaine to like pop out of my closet. I'd shit my pants if that happened, by the way. He just pops out of my closet. Brother will kill brother, spill blood across the land. And I'd be like, holy shit. So I'd be like trying to play. I'd be like, oh my God, it's Dave Mustaine. Oh, we all know Megadeth is better than Metallica. I had to throw that in there because my best friend's watching and he loves Metallica. But I do love Metallica. I feel like if you haven't listened to Parasomnia from Dream Theater, anybody out there watching, it's a good album. My review is up for it on my YouTube channel. I forgot to mention a few things. I'm kind of bummed about that. I wish I would have maybe taken a little bit more time, but I was so excited to talk about it after I got done listening to it that I wanted to talk about it immediately. I do play any Zeppelin. I need to learn some Zeppelin. I have listened to all of Led Zeppelin's discography. I have all of their albums on vinyl as well. My favorite Zeppelin album is Zeppelin 2, which is probably contrary to what everybody usually says. Everybody usually says Zoso. I said that with a Japanese accent because, of course, I did. But Zoso is, I think that one has Kashmir on it, doesn't it? Led Zeppelin 4? Or was that Houses of the Holy? I can't remember which one has Kashmir on it, but I do love A Whole Lot of Love. I love that song. Zeppelin 2 is just so awesome. It's amazing to me that Led Zeppelin put out like 4 albums in the span of 4 years. That's pretty crazy. A lot of people say they stole Stairway to Heaven from a band called Taurus, and I have heard the shocking similarities, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty on the nose. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty apparent that they might have done that. But of course, now that I'm older, it's weird because I'm older than a lot of my guitar heroes now. Like I'm older than Randy Rhoads now by a number of years. 8 years older than him now when he passed away. And that's weird. Jimi Hendrix was 25 as well. Older than him now when he died. It's just weird, Isn't that weird? Physical Graffiti has Kashmir. Yes, that's right. Physical Graffiti, that's right. That's a great album, too. I love all of them. I haven't listened to Led Zeppelin in a while, but I love Rush. I love a lot of bands that are older. I have to be honest, I don't really care about, the 27 Club. That's so true. Oh, yeah, he was 27 when he died. That's right. Hendrix was 27. Forgot about that. But yeah, a lot of modern metal, I try to get into it. I don't know what it is though. It's a lot of what the charm of those older albums like Blizzard of Oz, Diary of a Madman, any Zeppelin album or anything like that, early Metallica records, is they had that dirt to them. They weren't squeaky cleanly produced. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a big reason why I have a hard time getting into a lot of modern records, is because they just sound so goddamn clean that it almost sounds like they're not even real. You know what I mean? It just sounds like they're just kind of, I mean, don't get me wrong, they sound really good. Who am I to say? I haven't done, anything. I don't have any records out. I have books out, but I don't have any records out. You know what I'm saying? I used to be really into home recording in my room here a lot. I have a lot of material that's on my SoundCloud that I think is on my YouTube channel now. But it is what it is. I was growing at the time and learning, and I'm still doing those things. But I was inspired by Dream Theater and writing long songs. There's one song about an ex-girlfriend of mine that cheated on me called Sandcastle. It's talking about her self-esteem and sense of self being a sandcastle, basically. I thought it was clever. I thought it was pretty cool. Take that, you bitch! And I was like, I'll show you. I tell you, man, a lot of girls out there are terrible. And guys, I should say both. It goes both ways. But I'm just saying, from a man's perspective, it's like a lot of girls I've encountered are just fucking terrible, because a lot of them have a lot of attachment insecurity, and so they do the dumbest shit because they're afraid of getting hurt. So they try to hurt you preemptively before you perceivably hurt them, even though you had no intention of hurting them. But because they're broken, they think you're gonna hurt. It's stupid. It's fucking stupid. Just play guitar instead. It's easier. Just play guitar instead. Oh God, crippling loneliness. I'm just kidding. Get you before you get them. Yes, exactly. And that's kind of what. Well, that's what it seems like this last one did that I made that video about. But losing her was no skin off my nose, man. I mean, she was fucking terrible, and everybody was trying to tell me. And I was just like, yo, it's nice to have a woman around. It's kind of nice, you know? It was not nice having a woman around. Let me tell you, actually. Not that one, at least. Not that one, I should say. Oh, hey, somebody sent me a message about a job. That's pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of these bachelor jobs I was trying to find with the bachelors of art, they, yeah, with unhealed trauma. That is so true, dude. Like this girl that I was talking about in my video, I'm pretty sure she's a sex addict. I think that's what's going on, because there's something fucking wrong with her. I don't know what it is. Well, I know what it is, but it's like, how little do you have to think of yourself to just sleep with random people you meet online at the drop of a hat? Like, there has to be something fucking fundamentally wrong with you to do that. I mean, she's been with like 20 guys, and she almost got pregnant a couple of years ago with a random Chinese guy she met online. I thought that was hilarious, because I saw that coming too. But, it's just like, fundamentally, there's something wrong with a lot of these girls that are left in the dating market. And I'm sure they'll have a lot to say about guys too, if you're coming from a woman's perspective. So no bias at all. It goes both ways. But I always have to preface that, because some girls are so sensitive when you talk about these things. They're just like, I'm not like that. And I'm like, I didn't say you. I said, generally speaking. It's such a pain in the butt. Yeah, there are a lot of people with unhealed trauma, and it leads to a lot of projection, a lot of insecure behavior, a lot of angry outbursts. In that video I made while I was advocating for studying psychology as much as possible, and relationship psychology and stuff like that, I truly meant every word of that video. And I really hope it does help people, because that's what my channel is centered around, is helping people, with the arts, or with different aspects of being a human being. And the only person that person puts into healing their trauma is the amount of effort that one made. Yes, I agree. And this person that I was talking about did everything in their power to try and convince me that she was doing that. That's one of the things that really pissed me off the most, is just the amount. I'm like, I caught her blatantly lying to me in real time while she was at that guy's house, or whoever the hell she's fucking, or whatever. I don't care. But, and I'm just like, God damn, you stupid bitch. Like, in my mind, I was like, you really thought I wouldn't figure this out? You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. She thought she was so smart. I'm just like, It's like someone playing hide and seek and hiding behind a skinny ass tree in the front yard, and I'm just like, I can see you. Yeah, I can see you. You know, you're behind the tree. I see you. You know, I know what you're doing. But I think they're being so slick. They're like, you can't see me. I'm hiding behind the tree. You know. And but no, it's good riddance for sure. But yeah, man, it's hard. You know, it's God bless America. You know, I did care about her a little bit, even though I had one foot in, one foot out in that situation, because I kind of knew she was lying to me the entire time. And it turns out she was. And I'm not intentionally playing chords in between things I say. It just happens. But you know, it's I knew it was coming. To tell her off and tell her exactly how I felt about everything, which was nice. And now I never have to speak to her again. But make no mistake, she'll probably try and get a hold of me somehow. Probably. I don't know. Maybe she might even drive by my house. I don't know. That'd be kind of fucking weird, but wouldn't be the first time she's done that. That's why I didn't feel bad when I did it. I'm like, no, she's done this to me a billion times. I think I deserve a freebie. You know what I mean? Ah, jeez, dude. It's hard, man. Loneliness is hard. As you get older, you know, I'm 33 now, and when I was in college, girls were everywhere. I was meeting girls left and right in class, out and about, walking around in the food court, at the library, at the guitar shop, wherever. And then when you come back to your hometown, when you're done with school, it's like, and you're not really meeting anybody, you're in danger of kind of hanging out with anybody if you're not careful. You know, whores included. Whether or not you know they're a whore or not, it still could happen. You know what I mean? You got to be careful. So I try very hard to manage that lonely feeling because I know it won't last forever. Eventually, however it works out, I'll find somebody, a nice girl, and I won't have to worry about it ever again. I don't know who that is or when that's going to be, but if you believe in God, like I do, I just leave it up to God, you know, like His plan, whatever He's got in store for me. I'm just patiently waiting to receive it. I'm trying to focus on getting my life together and focusing on trying to grow my YouTube channel, my potential writing career, keeping my guitar chops up. I still doodle in my sketchbook too. I design stuff all the time, keep my imagination sharp. I'm trying, still studying Japanese, of course. Um, You know, you just got to be careful because some people are very good liars. You know, they'll blow smoke up your ass for years and just blatantly lie to you. But I always remember, like I said in my video, an insecure person does not throw out their only pair of shoes. You know what I mean? And in this case, that's exactly what she was doing. She was so worried about me hurting her or whatever that she decided to try and hurt me first, I guess, like we talked about. But yeah, you know, all that stuff is very interesting. The whole psychological aspect, very interesting stuff. God removes people who are not meant for us. Yes, the deceptions, mask, always. Yes, yes, I agree. Everything happens for a reason, and I believe. I mean, this whole thing is going to hurt her more than it hurts me. I'm sure. And if it doesn't, then fuck her. Who cares? But you know what I mean? Like, I guarantee you, because I know how she is. She's very anxious, and she was very anxiously attached to me. Not hearing from me forever is going to kill her inside, and I hope it does. I hope it does, man, because that's what she fucking deserves. You get what you fucking deserve. Yeah, it's funny, but it's true, man. You know, and I don't want to hurt anybody. You know, I want to be nice to everybody, but that fucking bitch deserved it. I let her have it, homie. like, oh, geez. When you are multi-talented, have an interesting person. Oh, yeah. Yes, you're right. She was always super duper jealous. Thank you very much. She was always super duper jealous of any girls that I had that were friends of mine. She was always worried about me finding somebody else or dating someone behind her back, and she would always ask me, like, "You're not seeing anybody, are you? You're not women searching, are you? You're not dating anybody?" I'm like, "No, I'm just." She's like, "Why are you going out by yourself all the time so much?" And I'm like, "Because I'm trying to live my life. I'm not what." I'd like go to Guitar Center, and she'd be like, "Without me, I see how it is." You know, it's like, God, get out of here. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm gonna try and close my blinds. Yeah, you know, it's true. It is true. And I know she texted me like the next day and was trying to apologize. And I basically told her to go pound sand. So I know for a fact she's going to be affected by this for sure. You know, I mean, I'll never trust a single fucking thing she says to me ever again. There's no chance in hell for redemption for her. There we go. That's over. All right. People who spend no time cultivating their own talents and pursuing goals will have a problem with others investing in themselves. Another fine point. Holy buckets. I got to check out your channel. It sounds like we're talking about similar stuff. That's pretty cool. You know, it's like, it is sad, isn't it? Because all I wanted to see her do was succeed. I was trying to get her to get a job. She was always bitching about the same stuff, you know, trying to get out of her parents' house, get a job. But she wasn't doing anything about it though. I think she just wanted to be taken care of, which is I had her figured out from high school. We know each other since high school. Went to a few dances together in high school, and I always got the feeling that this girl wanted to be taken care of, not really do anything for herself. Oh, that version of Iron Man that I was playing was based on Randy Rhoads' version that he played on the album Tribute. Randy didn't like Black Sabbath tunes that much, but he always played them in the most interesting way that I found to be better than the original, to be honest. Because I mean, Black Sabbath is awesome, but I never was really big into their music, really. Either Master of Reality was really good though. Sweet Leaf, that's a good one, but yeah, man. I'll probably talk about playing standing up in my book for guitar as well. I really got to figure out a title that's not so Zionistic, you know? Something that implies that it's for everybody, not just guitar players. Huh. A whole lot of Sabbath. I like that. That's cool. That's pretty cool. Oh, we have a visitor. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Who are you talking to?
I'm streaming on my YouTube channel.
Oh, you're on mine.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Just saying hi. It's my mom. Huh? She's being weird. Look at her. She's shy.
I'm not shy.
Oh, okay. Well, stay over there. No, I'm just joking.
Where'd you get that
Mama.
coat at?
I've had that coat for a long time. I was wearing it for a while, but I might switch back to my other one, my black one.
Why? What's wrong with this one?
It's nice, but I feel more edgy in my other one.
Why? This is more cool.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I think so.
Bomber jacket.
Cooler than my black one?
Well, that's more like if you're like English.
Well, no, my black pleather jacket, the one that's flaking apart.
Oh, yeah, don't. That's flaking apart. That looks stupid now.
What?
Looks like you're poor. You can't afford a coat.
Okay, see, that's how I felt when I was wearing it, but I really hope you wouldn't say that to me. My feelings.
Oh, you don't have any.
My mom's like, you look like a broke joke when you wear that coat. I'm like, nice.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
a
good.
good one.
Looks cool.
It does look cool. I
Looks
would
like
look
you're
cool.
accomplishing something. Like you finally have money for a coat.
Are you guys hearing this?
Oh,
My stream is hearing this. Yeah, they're just
Oh.
like, oh, look, he's getting torn apart by his mom.
What? That's what it said?
No.
No.
That's what I'm saying because you're mean.
Well,
Oh,
you
my
didn't
God.
say that they can hear me.
Oh, they can hear you.
That was just you and I talking.
No, God, no.
Did you get the mail?
It's at the front door. Both my copies of Mind Your Mentality came today.
It's at the front
It's
door.
at the front door.
my mail. Did that come up? So they brought the mail and you just didn't take your little butt down there and go pick it up?
That is correct. I was performing.
And something was there for you?
Yeah, well, for you and I, because remember I got you a copy of my new book, Mind Your Mentality, available now on Amazon.com.
So when I bring that back up, do I just give you a sort of kick in the ass because my knee is like killing me and I can't
I can get it, Mom. You goober.
Well, I'm going back downstairs, so I'll go get it. Okay. Like, I would not want you to overexert your little feet there, dude.
Okay.
Just keep running your mouth.
Okay. Okay.
Did you eat?
No, I had some garlic bread, but I was gonna have some spaghetti, but not right now though. I'm not too hungry.
But you're gonna have some later.
Probably.
Okay. Alright, well, stream away. I already buzzed the
Okay, is this too loud, Mom? Let me try. Is that too loud?
If you're doing it like that.
Oh, I probably won't even. I mean, I'm about to be probably done anyway. Okay.
That's okay.
Better. Okay. All right. Just had to check things out there for a minute. But yeah, it's crazy. That's what's nice about when you have the house to yourself. You just. My mom's like, don't talk about me. I can still hear you. That's cute. Jeez. Oh, those ladies. A good lady will always humble us men, like when we're kind of like going on about something or really worked up about something. A good lady will be there to be like, hey, think about it this way, or hey, calm down. You know what I mean? And you're just like, oh, shoot, you're right. I should calm down. Yeah, it's not always easy, but they tend to be more, they're really good at that, This has been a really fun stream, It's been a good time. I feel like I've been playing for decades. Probably should do a better job stretching, maybe hydrate here a little bit. Grab some water. Feminine energy is calming. I agree. It really is. It is, for sure. You got to be careful where you get it from, though. As I realized recently, I'm like, don't get it from Hobags, I should have known she wasn't going to change, man. I should have known, but woulda, coulda, shoulda. I mean, didn't really hurt that badly because I saw the cruise missile coming from my little rowboat. I'm like, oh, is that a cruise missile? Yeah, and sure enough, it was. So, but yeah, anxiety makes people do some really selfish things. When people are anxious about getting hurt or whatever, they'll often do what I like to call quit before they get fired. Like they'll do something stupid and be like, I don't care about him. I'm going to sleep with this guy I met online, and I met him a while ago, but I don't even know how long she's been sleeping with that guy, but it doesn't matter. But it just goes to show that, it's just, you really have no idea, and I always kind of knew that I can never, probably before 2021, I could have seen myself trusting her, but self-sabotage, that's a good way to put it. Yes, absolutely. It was so funny. She's like, oh my God, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. Can't you forgive me? I'll pray for you. Or doesn't God teach forgiveness? And this girl was Christian, by the way. Okay. Right. And I basically just told her, I'm like, why don't you go do what you're best at, get fucked or something, I said. But yeah, it was really funny. You learn a lot as you get older. And crazy.
Books.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, one of those is for you.
I know, you need an assignment.
Yeah. Can you hand me mine so I can, thanks. Oh, look at this, guys. Oh my God, that is so sexy. Look at that. My new book, everybody. Mind Your Mentality. Available now on Amazon.com. I did design this cover in Photoshop in about 10 minutes. It took me a while. I went with the green font because it's very calming and invokes hope.
Let me see that book real quick.
What?
Let me see that real quick. And then you can have that one.
What?
Pages are bent.
Oh, okay.
I want a good one.
Oh, you want to go in? Okay. Oh, yeah, they did bend my pages. That's okay. I'm pretty rough on my books. Anyway, like I was saying, Mind Your Mentality, a conversation between one human. Wait, what did I say? A conversation from one human to another is available now on Amazon.com. This is exactly what it looks like. It's 90 pages, and it even says it on the spine, guys. Look at that. Oh, wait.
Oh, it does.
Mind Your Mentality, Trevor Murray. That's me. Look at that dashing young lad in his studio. I know, right?
Oh, they do.
And it's fantastic. I'm really excited. This is really, really cool.
Did you want the box?
Sure. Yeah, I'll take the box. Thanks. This is such a, oh, it looks so good. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Thank you so much. I hope everybody checks it out, and I hope it helps, or at least gives you food for thought. But it's really, really, really cool. Oh my God, I'm so excited for this. It feels so premium in the hands too. Oh my goodness. So the dedication, I'll read page 1. It says, "This book is dedicated to my mother and father, who I love more than life itself. This book is also dedicated to God, for through him I humbly spread his wisdom, for I have learned it from him, and will try my best to share it in this book. I would also like to thank the rhythm of the universe and the breath of life that fills us all while we are here, and for the lessons I'm about to share." Isn't that cool? Thank you so much. God, I'm really excited. The purpose of this book, I'll read the first part. The purpose of this book, it's very short, like a page and a quarter. The purpose of this book, as you'll see right here, it says, "I am by no means a psychologist, psychiatrist, psychotherapist," thank you so much, "or social worker. One might say I'm no more qualified to write a self-help book as the next person who matches my statement above, and they'd be right if approached from that angle. Rather, think of this book as a collection of proposals or even suggestions to help you and other human beings manage their own lives a little better. Think of this book as a warm conversation with a longtime friend who is living on this great big planet at the same time you are, and maybe one who can help you, or better yet, and more accurately, showcase ways that you can help yourself. You see, you don't need this book, but I'm glad you're giving it a shot. You have all of the answers to your own conundrums inside of you. You don't need me to tell you what to do, and that is sobering for both parties involved. But I gladly accept your humoring me to explain myself within these pages, and my hope is that at least one thing in this book helps you to better your relationship with yourself. And if I achieve that, then feel free to throw everything else out. I felt the need to write this book because of the large amount of strife in the world that has always been there, make no mistake, but has been magnified due to social media, large news networks betraying their political leanings, and an overwhelming victimhood mentality that has been sweeping the nation. This book is also not meant to be very long. I didn't feel the need to inundate the reader with a bunch of fluff. Also, I will likely do a fair bit of swearing when I get worked up, so if you don't like that, sorry about that. That was funny. Now, don't get me wrong, my little book on a guide to inner peace cannot solve your problems, but I am a firm believer that every little brick in the wall brings us closer to a palace of understanding. I really like that last little Pink Floyd reference, and it just sounded really nicely. A palace of understanding. You see a brick in the palace of understanding. Anyway, the meaning of life is the next chapter, but it's very short, 90 pages or so.
So
Huh?
I was gonna post on Facebook. So is this on Amazon?
It sure is.
And this is your third book?
This is my fourth book, actually. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I love that too. It's so much fun. This is my fourth book. Yes, this is my first self-help book I've ever written. I really love the way this looks, guys. This is really sexy.
Your first self-help and your fourth book that you have published.
Fourth book total, yeah.
That they can check it out on Amazon?
On Amazon, yeah. Yeah, all I have to do is type in Mind Your Mentality, and it'll pop right up, Trevor Murray. It's very easy to find.
I took pictures, so I was going to post all of them.
I am super proud of this book, guys. This is crazy. Wow. Wow.
I'm just going to throw the box up here.
Okay. Yeah, I was practicing this pen. I probably should sit down now. My shoulder's kind of hurting a little bit. Ah, baby. Oh, gosh, yes, that feels better. Woo. Oh, goodness gracious. Woo, baby. Yeah, my shoulder's kind of killing me a little bit. I won't lie about that. Take my strap off. That sounded weird. Take my strap off. I'm like, guitar strap. Not any other strap. But yeah, I'm really proud of how that turned out. You know, initially when I was my guitar on my bed there for a minute. Initially, when I was writing this book, Mind Your Mentality, I never thought I'd write a self-help book. To be honest, I had no idea that I would do that. Let me turn my camera down here a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, whew, that guitar does get heavy after a while. I couldn't imagine having a Les Paul. Um, I would love to have a Les Paul, but standing up with a Les Paul for a long time, it hurts your shoulder a little bit. A lot of guitar players have shoulder issues, but this is so cool, guys. Yeah, I threw this cover together in like 10 minutes in Photoshop. I took a brain that I had found, but then I desaturated the colors. I did an overlay of a puzzle that I had made in Photoshop. And then these are supposed to be like little thought bubbles, you know, or like stress bubbles or whatever. And then the little missing piece flies into its little spot there. But it's so cool. I'm so happy with how it turned out, and the nice border here, here, and here that just kind of makes it just feel so right, you know? God, that's so nice. I'm so excited. I can't wait to read this and make YouTube videos out of it, but that'd be really cool. The back says, have you felt the need for growth? Have you felt stagnant in life and feel as though you're not getting ahead? In this book, the author attempts to connect with the reader with stories of failure, triumphs, growth, and more. There's always hope, and in this book, written in a very conversational style, aims to help you do that. While this book is one of many, and it doesn't hold all of the answers, the author invites the reader to question what he or she is reading, fend off guilt, develop creativity, stave off toxic people in the workplace, follow your heart, consider religion, consider spirituality, the benefits of OCD, and much more. Aiming to be read in one afternoon, Mind Your Mentality acts as a humorous companion to your everyday life. With self-effacing humor, the author disarms the reader, as the following text is filled with reminders and lessons for him as well. Don't miss out on this novel full of down-to-earth stories and connection, one human to another. Boom! That's sexy. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Love the creativity. That's very exciting. I really appreciate it. I'm very excited. Wow, I can't even put this in words, dude. This is crazy. I mean, I was writing this in between Panera Bread visits. It's very short, but I was trying to keep it that way. But whew, gosh, my goodness, man, I feel like I don't know. I hope my guitar playing was interesting. I feel good about it, but I feel like I need to do something to drastically change my playing and make it more interesting for me. Because I'm like, what can I do though? What can I do? Maybe other scales, different chords, maybe. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. It's hard to say. Um, well, I guess I'll just focus on this pentatonics um, and whatnot. But I don't know. You know, it's just crazy. Maybe you should play classical music on the guitar, play Beethoven or something. I don't know. Well, I love that. You know, I may have made a mistake. So I'm just like, these hands, these hands. No, I had, so as you guys know, I was a classical guitar student about 12 years ago in music school, and I had auditioned and worked very hard to prepare my repertoire to get in, and I got in. It was really, really cool. So I thought for a while until I found out my teacher was a dickhead. And I didn't really enjoy being in the program. Thank you, Mom. And well, I sold my classical guitar probably 2 years ago, or yeah, probably. It was an Alhambra Prolinia spruce. It was handmade in Spain. Ebony fretboard and stuff like that. It was a loud spruce top guitar. It was really nice. But the problem was I wasn't playing it. You know, I just wasn't playing the guitar very much. It was in my closet for like a year, for years actually, for years. Sometimes I would take it out and play it, but I just didn't have the drive to pull that out and do it. But you know, I have to tell you, my mind was much more focused when I was studying classical guitar. Like that was that was a great time for myself, and I did it myself. You know, I didn't have a teacher who really gave a damn. He was always on his MacBook doing whatever, ignoring me during practice and lessons and stuff. And he was always so mean to everybody. I don't know why, but he kind of sucked. He was a fantastic guitar player, but not a very fun person to be around. Very moody. You never knew what you were going to get with him. And he was the only guitar professor there. And after one semester, one very stressful 16 weeks, I was just like, dude, I can't do this anymore. And I left the program and focused on art. And then I switched my major from time arts, which is like a Swiss Army knife art degree that, you know, audio art, video art, electronic art, all this other stuff, 3D art, 2D, whatever. Very conceptual degree that probably, I don't know if it was going to help me get a job or not. I couldn't see how, but yeah, so I switched to painting and drawing, and I taught myself how to paint and draw and whatnot. And I learned from the old masters and picked up a couple tricks from some of my contemporaries along the way. And that's how I was able to paint the cover for Zeitgeist and so many countless hundreds of other art pieces over my lifetime. I grew up playing classical piano, reading music, yes, and through the years I've forgotten how to read music. Oh, and I'm relearning currently. I got a pink guitar. Oh, nice, a pink guitar, yes. See, this is the thing. Where are the women out there who are into the arts, who are like what you're doing? You know what I mean? Like, those are the girls I need to go after. But I only met those girls when I was in music and art school. Makes sense, right? Out here where I'm at in a small village, they don't exist. So it's like, you know, a lot of people out here, they go to the bars and stuff like that. I'm not a bar person. I don't like going to bars unless I'm playing at a bar. Then I'll be there playing, but I'm not a drinker. I don't go and glug, glug, glug. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do any of that. But yeah, where are the creative men at, Law? Oh my God, she paints and draws and does poetry. Sounds like the woman of my dreams. It's so funny. If you've seen Parks and Rec, you know I'm doing my my John Ralphio impression. It's like, she's the worst. Yeah, she's the worst. She's the worst. Thank you so much for giving my sister a job, even though she's the worst. So funny. It's like she's literally the worst. And kava bars are nice. Oh, I'll have to try kava bars. Yeah, bars with a little bit more class and a little bit more interest than just you know, redneck side bars. You know, those seem to be everywhere out here where I'm at, the redneck country bars. And there's nothing wrong with country. I grew up listening to country. Gosh, I could probably sing you every country song imaginable from the 50s onward to the early 2000s, probably, because that's all we listened to on road trips and stuff like that. And it was fine. There's a lot of good country out there. But yeah, you know, it's pretty wild. You know, the thing is like, people were like, "Oh, try online dating." I'm like, "No, fuck that." First of all, like, I'm too old I'm an older soul on the inside. I'm an old man. I get picked on like this. There's no, I'm just an all natural kava drinks. Oh, kava drinks are interesting. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thanks. Just dropped off a box. That sounds pretty interesting. I'll have to look that in. Hello, no online. Yeah, online dating sucks. It's a great way for people who are fucked up to find somebody to sleep with, but other than that, I don't think it's very useful, to be honest. In my experience, you know, it's just kind of dumb. And I was sitting there when I was trying it, I was like liking. I'm like, oh, that girl's cute. Oh, she's pretty cute. And I'm like liking all these girls, right? I'm just like, oh, surely this is gonna go somewhere, right? I'm still doing the thing. It never goes anywhere. Never. You never hear anything from these girls that you like. I don't even know if they exist. I don't even know if they're real, or they're just, you know, some girls I learned are just on there to see who's cute in their area, or some girls are just on there to see how much attention they can get. They have no intention of dating anybody. And some girl bots as well. Thank you. Better to meet naturally. I agree. Hey, ladies. That was really dumb. I'm sorry. I was like, ladies. And just like this little, you know, and some of them are even in relationships and they're on there for some reason. That's fucking terrible. You know, it just sucks. But like I said, you know, everything happens for a reason and stuff like that. And I'm glad. And you know, it's those people that when they realize they're like, oh my God, I fucked up. I'm so sorry. And I know this girl already knows that. But like I said, I can't trust a single thing that comes out of her mouth. And I never will. She can say whatever she wants. And I'll be like, uh-huh, that's great. Wow. I don't believe you. You know, and I never will again. You ruined it. It's over. Just leave me alone. You know what I mean? Why don't you in my message to her, I was like, now why don't you go do what you're best at and get fucked? You know, mic drop, you know. Ah, man, I was really mad at the time, so I let her have all of it. We truly do have to be equally yoked, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Yes, I love that, you know. I love that. It's been a while since, and you know what? Creative girls oftentimes are incredibly hot. Ladies, what's up? Don't be fooled by my Super Metroid hoodie. I'm not actually a nerd, I promise. Just don't look over here. Just don't look behind me. No, I'm a big nerd. I'm a huge nerd. I love Kamen Rider. I study Japanese. Have you ever seen? If you haven't seen the original Super Metroid commercials, oh, dude, oh, it's so good. The original Metroid commercials from the Famicom from Japan, where they're like, Metoroido, you know, like this is Super. Oh, I did that the wrong way. Super Metoroido, and the back has my poster on my behind me. See that? Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. I feel like Emperor Palpatine. I'm just like on my hair. I gotta trim my hair, but I'm just like, do it. I'm like when you go down to the fridge for a midnight snack in the dark, and it's just like, do it. It's crazy. Oh man. Oh, meant to say nerds are the best. Well, look no further. I'm like, what you doing, ladies? What's going on? You know? I'm sorry. Just like cringe. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Mother Hubbard. Yeah, my I love nerdy girls, by the way. I love when women, they're really cute, wear those glasses and they look like librarians. I'm just like, oh my gentle Christ. She looks hot. I love that librarian look. I'm just like, just does something to a man, you know? It's just like, oh my God, she's so pretty. Oh my gosh. I love that though. I love an intelligent woman. That's another thing about that last girl I was telling you guys about, is that she was really dumb. And like, honestly, like she just never, I felt like I was talking to a brick wall. I hate to say this, but I felt like I was talking to a brick wall. I'd be talking for like 20 minutes about something that was on my mind, and she'd just be like nodding along at me, and like I'd be like, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? And she'd be like, no, not really, but I'm trying. And I'm like, you know, you just feel like you're alone in a cornfield somewhere when somebody does that to you. You're just like, damn, this girl has no idea. My little smiley face. It's a bummer, but you know, like, yeah, it's good that it happened. And that Switch OLED over there, she bought that for me. That's currently being sold, but highly creative, artistic people are very intelligent. Oh, shucks. And if we are around people that don't share that same level of intelligence, we'll become very bored very easily. Yes, preach. Where is this woman at? The overcomer of all obstacles. Shout out to the MVP. Where is this woman at? Where is she at? I feel like you and I should get some coffee or something. What is going on here? Like, what is going on? I'm like, what is going on? This is amazing. But yeah, you're right though. It's very easy to get bored. I was very bored. And to be fair, I'm kind of glad she did this, because it was a way to kind of get her out of my life, you know, because I wanted to get away from her for some time. I would love that. Oh my God, coffee would be amazing. Because I knew that this woman is not adding any value to my life at all. And the more I hang out with her in public, the more I'm deterring other women from approaching me and talking to me because people are just wired this way in public. If they see two people of the opposite sex together, like alone together, they just assume you're in a relationship. Even if you're not. Like her and I were not in a relationship. We were seeing each other for 5 years or so, off and on. And it felt like we were dating, even though we weren't official, but it was kind of implied. It was very complicated. She was always trying to get me to commit, but I always knew, I'm like, there's something. I'm watching you. I still need to watch you for a little while. I don't know yet. She was always trying to get me to commit, ask me to date you, please, please, and then she wanted me to sleep with her. I'm just like, no, that's definitely not happening. No, not doing that. No, sorry. But she really wanted, you know what it is? She wanted to trap me, right? With my luck, which I'm not that kind of guy, by the way. I don't just go around sleeping with girls at all. But she would have gotten pregnant, right? And then my life would be over, and my dreams would be over, because it wouldn't be about me anymore. It'd be about that child now, and that's what these people want. They want to destroy you, basically. Because it's not even about you. It's just about them and what they want. And they'll do and say whatever they can to get it. And they are very dangerous people, very toxic people. And what's funny to me is when you're intelligent, like the overcomer of all obstacles was saying, you know it's coming. You see what's happening. You're not stupid. You know what I mean? Like, I can see clearly what's going on here. All the stuff she ever bought me over the years was all manipulation. I told her never to buy me anything because she has 2 kids, right? And I'm like, you shouldn't buy me stuff. But yet stuff would show up at my doorstep, a PS5, a Switch OLED, countless figurines or whatever. I'm like, please stop buying me stuff. I would joke with my buddies because they would give me a hard time about it. And I'd be like, they'd be like, oh yeah, she's using that child support money, right? I'm like, I didn't ask her to do that. I told her not to do that. But then she'd show up on my birthday. I was at the park last year, 2 years ago, I think it was now. And I was shooting hoops. I'm very active. I ride my bike a lot. I try to stay in shape, stay slim. And I was shooting my baskets, playing basketball and stuff. She shows up and gives me a Switch OLED for my birthday. And I'm like, what did I just say? I'm like, this is nice, thank you. And of course, it's like, it's cool because, as a nerdy guy, it's like, oh, that's so cool, thank you. And then I feel bad later. It's nice to give gifts to people who we love, yes. But sometimes people give a gift as a substitute for the fact that they can't give you their heart because they're emotionally broken. True, or they can't love themselves and they feel as though it's going to get you, like you're going to just. I always felt bad, and that's why I'm glad that I'm getting rid of that stuff. I just sold the monitor. She bought me a second monitor once. I sold that today, got rid of that. Because I was like, I don't want anything of you around me. I don't want anything to do with you. I'm trying to get rid of the stuff that she bought me and use that money towards my student loan, which is almost gone. Thankfully, it's almost gone, which is nice. And but using that money in a different way, it feels really good, But I just felt like, damn, dude, I felt bad because I never wanted her to buy me anything, and I never expect my girlfriends to buy me anything. I never wanted that. But I should have known that she had no intention of bettering her life to make herself more attractive, right? She's, stuck in this. She has no money, no car, tons of bills. She's drowning in debt. 2 kids with 2 different dads. One doesn't live with her. One does. No car of her own. Stuck at home with her parents. All she does is bitch about her parents all the time, and no job. All she does is clean houses, which is work, sure, I admit that. But she's not making any money because whatever money she does make, she blows it immediately. So it's like, she showed me her bank account once. At 35 years old, this girl had $5 in her bank. I was like, what? I was like, hold on, let me see that. I looked at it. I was like, you have $5 in your account? What have you been doing? You know what I mean? Like, you're saying, oh, I made $500 today. I made $200 over here this day. And I'm like, that's great. I'm thinking she's saving money. All that money disappeared. And I'm just like, and then I felt so much worse about her buying me stuff. It just felt fucking terrible. I'm like, why are you buying me stuff if you don't even have $5 to your name? You know what I mean? It's like, I never asked for that, you know? It's just like, holy crap. Uh, Satan or the darkness will send people in our lives that we're not going to do. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. That's exactly what was going on. And, you know, for sure. I mean, anybody who has a sex addiction like that is definitely not somebody you want to be around or have a relationship with. God. You know what's funny about a lot of these people, not just women, but guys too, but a lot of, in my case, women, they bought into the lies of feminism and women empowerment and sleeping around with a butt ton of dudes in their 20s and teens and whatever. And then when their 30s come around, they're alone and their life isn't exactly where they want it to be and they're miserable. They don't have any money or whatever, and nobody to love them. Now they want a really good guy. Now they want somebody who's, you know, like me, who's going to take care of them or whatever they think is going to happen or love them or, and I'm like, but I mean, you've been with like 20 dudes, you know, and, um, you know, I was the one giving her chances after she found that guy a couple of years ago and got pregnant and then didn't go through with it. I'll put it that way. And that was like, oh my goodness. I was like, oh, I don't. And from that point on, I was like, you know, I can't trust you. I tried. I really tried to rebuild trust with her, but I couldn't do it. After that point, I was like, no. And then this recent event happened. I'm just like, okay, now you're done. I'm done. Very good. Cool. This is great for me. I needed this to get away from you because you suck. Clearly, there's something, you're a liar, and there's clearly something you were lying to me for how many years? I don't know, but um, it doesn't matter anymore. But at the same time, it's very humbling. It's a wake up call. Um, you know, and I by no means think I'm like God's gift to women or anything like that. I'm not like that. I just focus primarily on my creative goals and what I'm doing and working on and stuff like that. And that's why I'm super duper happy to see this. This is so cool. My fourth book, Mind Your Mentality. It's such a corny little title, you know. The most unempowered thing one can do is sleep around because it gives our life force energy away. It creates souls ties. It does. Because you know, that guy she was fucking behind my back doesn't want anything to do with her because he already got what he wanted. And I don't know if she's still singing or I don't really care. But the thing is, I mean, who knows? But he got what he wanted. You know what I mean? Like, do you really think that guy is going to look at your situation? Oh, she's got 2 kids. Oh, okay. She lives at home with her parents, no job, no money. Her brother is a pedophile. Forgot to mention that. And it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to marry that. I want to have a family with that. No, it's like, no, I'm sorry. She's pretty much done. You know, it's like, I mean, unless you don't tell the guy you're with about your past and what's going on, which is pretty much lying to him, you're done. You know, it was a good run. You know, any guy you find is not going to be of quality. I can assure her that. And that's because of the choices she's made in life. And that goes for anybody, guys too. You know, no woman wants to be with a guy who's not employed. Even though I'm not employed right now, I'm looking for a job. But I'm like, have mercy. But you know, I know that a woman wants to see. Yeah, she needs to read your book. You know what's funny about that? Okay, you know what's funny about that? I love that you just said that. She went to the latest author fair that I had at our local library here in the village in November. Before this book was out and published, I only had my Zeitgeist trilogy that was there. I just finished my third book in the trilogy. This woman came to be with me and she bought all 3 of my books. I signed all 3 of them. And, you know, her and I have been spending time together for 5 years, for a long time. A lot of happy times, so I thought. Lots of good times, so I thought. Um, that turns out they were all founded on lies. But, you know, and she was like, the last day before she did what she did, before I caught her, she was like, she was all mad at me that I didn't go to Panera Bread with her or whatever. And anyway, she was like, I'm reading your book, so it feels like you're near to me. And I'm like, that's so nice. Thank you. And then, you know, she's just a fucking liar. But anyway, oh God, thank goodness that's over with. And thank goodness that's that's out of the way. But you know, my new video that's out, "Don't Carry That Weight," is all about resentment and stuff like that. A lot of people generalize the opposite sex once they've had one bad experience with a member of that opposite sex, and it's really sad. So that's what that video is about. But are you working on any projects? Oh yeah, I'm sorry you went through that. Like, yeah, it is a long time. You're right. Yeah, but you know, I tried. I know I'm a good man. I'm a good person. I see the best in people, and that's. I wouldn't have kept her around as long so if I didn't like her and if I didn't care about her. But just the blatant lying is what hurt the most, you know, because like I said, sleeping with somebody random online, I saw that coming because I'm like, that's who she is. She's broken. Um, but I never thought that she would blatantly lie to my face and be like, "You're the only one I want. You have nothing to worry about. I love you, man. You're so incredible. You're so amazing. This and that and this and that. I date you in a heartbeat." All this bullshit. That's what hurt the most, you know. And in a way, it's very humbling. You know, it's you know, because I'm a very humble person, and I always try to stay grounded and stuff like that. And this definitely helps with that for sure. You know, for sure. Um, a little chat. But are you working on any creative projects? The Overcomers of All Obstacles. I love that name. That's crazy. Are you an author as well? Are you working on any projects that you're excited about? Any books, perhaps? Books are a lot of fun to write. Now, only if we can make money from our books, you know. That's the hard part. When nobody knows who you are, it's like, holy buckets. It's like fighting an uphill battle. Oh my goodness. You know, it's just crazy. Just crazy. I haven't streamed on YouTube in such a long time. This is a lot of fun. You know, it's a good time. I'm glad I sounded good. I was so worried that my tone was going to sound like crap on my guitar today. Um, yeah, I thought for sure I was going to be in a bad shape there. But yeah, you know, it's pretty wild, pretty crazy. My goodness. That's what's going on in my neck of the woods. Yeah, buddy. I recently started a YouTube channel, putting some of my thoughts on my videos. Oh, let me see. I'm going to open up another tab here on my YouTube channel. Okay, let me see. The Overcomer of obstacle. It should pop just right now. Oh, Eckhart Tolle. Huh. Oh my. Oh geez. What the heck? Is your YouTube channel the same as your name, The Overcomer of All Obstacles? Maybe I typed that wrong. Let's see, The Overcomer of all obstacles. There you go. It should pop right up now. No? Oh. What? Oh, yes, I think if you click on my name, it'll take you to it. Ah, okay. Ah, go to channel. Here we go. Oh, great. Oh my gosh, she's pretty. Holy buckets, subscribe. I like that. Oh, Romans. That's my favorite book in the Bible. Nice. That is awesome. Oh, you are the overcomer of all fears. Your strength is, or your solitude is strengthening you. I agree with that. That is pretty cool. Absolutely. I love that. That's so great. You're welcome. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty great stuff. Holy buckets. Um, yeah, there's a lot you can learn in solitude, you know, for sure. And stuff like that. It's definitely very empowering for sure. Um, yeah, you know, I just gotta, good Lord, just gotta, you know, keep on plowing forward here. Bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Aw, some nice comments. Yeah, perfectly said. Yeah, that's great. Oh my gosh. Hmm. Um, oh, I see. Okay. Your heart is calling you to your purpose. Aw, looks like your biggest video so far is, oh, you are a masterpiece. Aw, I love that. That's so nice. Ah, yes. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Holy buckets. Wow, what a time to be alive, you know? I'm gonna grab my guitar again. But yeah. Oh, did I turn my amp off? I did not. There, turn my amplifier off. Woo! Baby, baby, oh baby, baby, baby. Alright, I got my guitar back. I'm unplugged this time, but oh, what is shaking bacon? I haven't sat and practiced in a long time. Oh, thank you so much. I write a lot of poetry and just put little snippets. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I noticed there's no, I haven't seen you in any of your videos yet. I'm like, oh my gosh, big reveal. That's so cool. That's so cool. I gotta be honest with you guys, it feels really good to sit and practice. I won't lie. It does feel really, really good. Yeah. Yeah, I think for a while, it took me a while to get used to playing standing up. I won't lie about that. And I've been studying guitar for like 20 years now. That's so crazy to say that out loud. Ooh, 20 years. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Right. I like that. Is that really you in your profile picture? Oh, thank you. You know what's so funny about that is a lot of what comes out of me is very Arabesque, and I don't know why. I think it's because of my classical guitar stuff. That's really you? Holy buckets! We've got a hottie up in the chat. Me, 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 me. If I had like a little air horn, I'd be like, she just leaves immediately. No, come back. Oh, I'm part Middle Eastern. That's so awesome. I love Middle Eastern music. I really do. I don't really know a whole lot about it, but I know how in my head I feel like I know how it sounds, but I don't know the musical rules behind it. I know that a lot of it is like microtonal, like more than the chromatic 12 tones we have here in Western music. But I'm just like, we have a hottie up in here. That's awesome. Yeah, well, that's cool. Part Middle Eastern. I'm Sicilian and Native American, which is pretty cool. I'm like, pretty neat. That's what I love about this guitar is that it's loud when I'm not even plugged in either. It's very nice. Funny, I'm quarter Middle Eastern and a quarter Sicilian. Oh my God, where has she been all my life? Where has she been all my life? You guys remember that little meme with the little kid who's like, oh my God, where have you been all my life? Or whatever. Oh, dude. I wish we had women like you walking around out here. We do not. We do not have I hate to say this, but a lot of the women out here are just not very interesting. I hate to say that. They're really not very interesting, guys. I wish I could, and I hate to say that, but I feel like a lot of guys settle, you know, because they don't want to be alone, like a lot of people do, you know. Yeah, you know what I mean? Well, you're probably married, aren't you? I was like, now wait a minute. This is too good to be true. Clearly, she is married. They always are. Yes, that is true. That is true. But how much investing do you need? Yeah, that is true. That is true, though. You do need to invest in yourself. I'm like, but how much investing do y'all need? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, my piggy bank is full, y'all. My piggy bank is full. Oh, that's terrible. Whoops. Holy bucket, she's not married. Oh my God. I'm not married either. Are you from around, where are you from actually? Are you from, are you in the Middle East right now? I wonder what time it is over there. I don't really know a whole lot about the Middle East actually, to be honest. Oh, East Coast. Oh my God, I didn't see that coming. I'm from the Midwest. I'm from a very small village, like right next to Chicago. I hope my videos help people. Sometimes you gotta be careful what you say on YouTube. I found that out the hard way. When I was writing to somebody, a girl, it was very strange. Her mom, I met her mom. Her mom impersonates like different characters from history to teach people about that character from history. And her mom, I was at one of her shows. I didn't really want to go. The director of the library that I was telling you about earlier, she wanted me to go, and I was like, but my mom made chili. I'm hungry. And she's like, well, you can always warm up the chili. Come on, come on. She's like, I need people to come. Come on. I'm just like, but Julie, I don't want to go. I'm like sitting there in my little chair, you know, like I'm 7. I don't want to go. And she's like, oh, come on. I'm like, fine. And I get up and I go in there. I'm just drawing the entire time and studying Japanese. And this girl's mom saw me drawing. She's like, how would you like to have a pen pal? Like after the show was over. And I'm like, I haven't had a pen pal since the 90s. And she's like, my daughter would love to write to you. About watching people in the 90s walking through the mall, and you love to comment about social media, creating a bunch of. Oh my gosh. Oh, geez. I remember that. That was funny. And I had some smart asses telling me, you should have said 1 billion. And I'm like, whatever. I'm like, shut up. You knew what I meant. Oh my God. It's so funny. That's so funny. True. I definitely miss the 90s. I really, I do. 9/11 killed a lot of what I grew up. It was funny because I hear a lot of people say, 9/11 like killed the America that they grew up in. Now it's like really like paranoid. Oh, thank you. It's like now everyone's like super paranoid about everything and whatnot. Yes, they really are, and they always play the same music over those videos too. And you're just like, and then they're like, it's like super sad, and almost like from another dimension. It just makes you sad. It's like I can't watch these anymore. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's fun to see the way things were back then, and people were so camera shy back then for the most part. Like nobody I knew wanted to be on camera because it was unnatural still back then. Like dead mall music, exactly. Something it was like. There was a piece that I wrote called "As I Awaken." That was like I can't remember how to play it. It was like 15 years ago, but that sounded very. Is Arabian an okay word? Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to say the wrong word. I'm like, is arabesque? Is that? I can say that, right? Because that's what it sounds like. But I love that style of music. A lot of what I play is very interesting. I love gypsy jazz. My best friend picks on me all the time and makes fun of gypsy jazz, and I'm just like, you kids don't know what you're missing. Very Arabian, Middle Eastern sounding. Very good. I can use the word Arabian because the hot woman told me I could. That's so awesome. Oh my God. Yeah, what's funny? When I am out meeting new people and stuff, I know I'm kind of goofy, but I'll just walk up and one time I tried to pick up line on a girl. I was like, "Hey, it's so good to see you, Jenny. What's going on? Oh my God, it's so good to see you. Hey, you know what this shirt's made out of? What material this is?" She's like, "No, not really. Is it cotton?" I'm like, "Boyfriend material. How you doing? How you doing? Want to get some food? Want to get some dinner? Huh? Yeah, yeah." Start sweating profusely. Yeah. Or sobbing, one of the two. I don't know. Oh, thank you. It wasn't. Yeah, it's like harmless. It's not like some guys were like, "Oh, do you have a mirror in your pocket? Because I can see you and see me in your pants or whatever." I'm like, dude, come on. Boyfriend material. Like if a girl smells really nice, I'm like, "Girl, you smell like a meadow. Can I skip through you?" That one's probably terrible, but classy, not trashy. Exactly, because I'm a classy guy. Everyone thinks my jewelry is like really expensive. I've been wearing these for like 6 years. So this is my gold watch. It was $50, and I wear it every day. I've been wearing it every day for like 6 years or so. And I can actually use it. Some people wear watches and they can't even tell the time on an analog watch, and I laugh super duper hard. And then my bracelet over here says Dow the Watercourse Way, and then has my full name on underneath. But yeah, I don't have a lot of stuff anymore. I don't know what changed in me, but I used to have a lot of stuff when I was younger. But nowadays, I don't have a lot of stuff. The stuff I do have is what matters. But I don't like having a lot of stuff. Maybe it's after that tree hit our house that I was like kind of made aware that having a lot of stuff is kind of a hindrance. Having a lot of materialistic things is kind of a hindrance because you got to like worry about it. You got to protect it from disaster when it strikes, and you really can't. People pay for storage units. Storage units are very expensive, and it's like you wouldn't have to do that if you didn't have as much stuff. Like to me, it makes total sense, but I see all these videos on YouTube where people collect stuff, like video games and stuff, and they have a ton of them. And that's all they do is collect, and they have stuff everywhere. And I'm just like, oh my God. I'd be like, you bring a nice woman over, and you're like, would you like to see my nerd lair? Yeah. She'd be like, no. No, what's funny is like, I'm a nerdy guy and stuff like that, and I appreciate women of all different sizes and colors and creeds. I think I said this in a video today. Oh, my description for the video for Don't Carry That Weight. It's like, I think women are the most beautiful thing God ever created, and I do believe that. But not every woman is great. Obviously, that goes both ways. Not every man is great. I recently got a Nintendo gaming system vintage that has over 600 games on it, built-in Mario Bros. Wow, that's pretty sweet. Wow, holy buckets. I feel like we're around the same age then. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's like when that girl I was telling you guys about was out, gallivanting around with some random piece of shit she met online. She left her daughter at home to do that. And I texted when she messaged me, and I like pummeled her with the truth basically and let her have it, which felt amazing, by the way. I was like, what lie did you tell your daughter when you left to go get fucked by this random dude you met online? I'm like, what did you tell your daughter? You lied to your daughter's face too. I'm like, only a piece of shit would do that. So, you know what I mean? Like, every child deserves a parent, but not every parent deserves a child. I just break out into song. I'm like the guy playing guitar on the side of the road by a gas station. I'm just like, I love minor chords. Oh, thank you. I love that. Oh, thank you. That really means the world. That's so nice. Thank you. Because, like I said in one of my other YouTube videos, I feel like I'm going to say that a lot, is like, I feel like I nod a lot. When you get so wrapped up in your head as a creative person, you have no idea like what you're making or writing or saying could help somebody or change somebody's life. And just when you think no one's listening or nobody cares, you might be humbly surprised. You know what I mean? And that's always a nice feeling. Very nice feeling. I was always afraid that I sound like crap with distortion. I guess I sound okay. I always prefer a clean channel myself because I like to be able to play more than just 5 chords. Because that very few chords sound really good with distortion. Like you couldn't play chords with a lot of nuance because the nuance would be lost by the distortion. So that's why I don't play 7th chords a lot. When I'm with distortion, I'll stick to the heavy stuff, like 5 chords, sus chords, big major chords, big minor chords, octaves. My God, do you like living on the East Coast? Is that fun? Are you in New York City? That'd be kind of crazy. I'd be like, oh my God. I'm like, are you in New York City? Do you teach guitar? I do. I do teach guitar. I try to teach guitar nowadays, but so many people view music as like a commodity and they don't really take it very seriously. And so a lot of students come and go. And that was happening quite a bit to me there for a while. And it kind of made me lose steam. It kind of made me feel like what I was doing didn't matter because it didn't seem to matter to anybody else. And that didn't make me feel very good. So I kind of got out of teaching there for a while. Just because I was like, why am I doing this if nobody cares? You know what I mean? And it's not the kids' fault. I mean, children their attention is like all over. Oh, you grew up in the Midwest? Really? Holy buckets. What? So the East Coast is warmer and nicer. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Well, hey, that sounds really cool. So I couldn't play that with distortion because it would just sound like crap. But I can do it here. Humid at times. Lol. I love it. I love it. Yeah, humidity sucks. Like when it's super humid, oh my God, it feels like I can't even breathe. You know, it's just like I can't stand being outside when it's that humid. The only time when it's like really humid, if I douse myself with water and then go outside, I'm good. But how often can you do that? You know what I mean? Without just walking around being soaking wet all the time. That doesn't sound like much fun. But you know, you know what I mean? It's like, oh my God, why on earth would you do that? There it is. I wouldn't mind getting back into teaching guitar because I'm in between jobs right now, but everything just feels like it sucks, you know, like in the job market. Everything just feels like a dead end. Everything feels uninteresting. Everything just feels like something I've done before and didn't like. And carry a spray bottle. This woman right here. But you know, everything just feels the same and like it all sucks and just feels very uninteresting. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I need a job soon. I've been looking for a long time, and it's just like, oh my God, it's making adulthood really suck, you know? Like that's the thing. You know, when she did what she did, I was like, you know, does that guy she was sleeping with, does he have his own house? You know what I mean? Does he not live with his parents? You know what I mean? And I still live with my parents, and I don't have a house of my own. And those are sources of insecurity for me because in my eyes, I'm like, you know, one of my biggest insecurities is that I'm not worthy. You know, I'm not enough. If I did have a girlfriend, I would probably struggle with that, even though I've been working on that for a long time. Because I don't have a house of my own, or you know what I mean. And I mean, she didn't either. She still lives with her parents, that fucking bitch. But you know, so she's got no leg to stand on either. But so there's no reason to be insecure about that because she's not gonna. She doesn't. It doesn't matter. But you know what I mean. It's always been with me a little bit. Not having what I feel like I should have at my age. And that's been one thing that's been hard to kind of deal with at times. You know, I don't know if anybody else feels that way either, but I think it's just you and I in here now. But it's also a blessing in disguise because you have time to invest in your talents, and you are very talented musically, and you wrote a freaking book. Impressive. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's it. She's getting a heart. That's so nice. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. My God. My goodness. I love talking to you. This is so nice. Oh my gosh. This is so great. Where are the women like you around here? They don't exist. I tell you, they don't exist. You know, it's so hard wrestling with expectations in life. But you know, that goes both ways. Like sometimes women, I'm sure, feel insecure about that stuff too. I know she does. That girl I was telling you about earlier. Oh, you're welcome. And you know, so it goes both ways and whatnot and stuff like that. So you know, nobody truly feels secure with themselves all the time, but we can get pretty damn close. And you know, that's the tricky thing because I can feel it in my head. You know, like you can feel those insecure thoughts coming back to try and get you to mess up or get you to feel unworthy, and then you start acting like a certain way because you're feeling anxious, and then it comes through your behavior and stuff like that. And too, thinking back to school and have a different career. I've been doing the same thing for 8 years, and I'm over it, so I get it. That's awesome. Oh, what were you doing for 8 years? Holy buckets! Let me see. What does this do? Oh, Oh, I can do hearts. That's cool. Aw. Man, I can imagine. At least you had a career for 8 years. That's awesome. Now you're doing something completely different. That's awesome. And it's easy. I'm sure you were making good money at your career, and that's not easy to leave. And a lot of people everywhere around you will tell you, boring tax job. Oh, okay. I go, oh, she's a tax lady. That's kind of hot, actually. I'm over here like, oh, that's kind of hot. Oh God, it's a wonder you stuck around this long. 'Cause I'm so goofy. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, but that's cool though. The stress was not worth it. I bet not. I used to work on medical equipment for a while, and I was making good money. And if I had stayed, this was 4 years, 5 years ago now. If I had stayed there, I probably would have my own house. But that job was super stressful. I would be traveling all the time. Oh, I'm glad you did too. My God, what a gal. My email's in my bio section. Feel free to shoot me an email if you feel comfortable doing that. That'd be really cool. I'd love to get to know you better. That'd be awesome. And I could have stayed at that job, but it was COVID had just happened, and like people in the office were dropping like flies, and we didn't know anything about COVID back then, so it was super duper scary and stressful. Imagine getting up for work at like 5 in the morning. Oh, that sounds great. I love that. So you get to work, right? In like 6:30 or whatever, you get to the office and like just picture everybody at your tax job in hazmat suits spraying oxivir everywhere, a tuberculoside that kills a lot of known strains of viruses and bacteria and stuff. And you're not sure what's going on, like what, and they're telling you to suit up. And I don't like stuff being on my face. I hate it. It makes me feel claustrophobic. And so I was like in a bad mood already because I'm just like, I don't want to fucking deal with this while I'm at work. It was so stupid. And just that was part of the reason. And then the constant traveling they were expecting me to do for this job. And people were like, oh, you get to go to different cities and towns and states and whatever. I'm like, yeah, you do, but you're stuck in a hospital all day working on equipment. And then you have a few hours to do your thing if you want. But I don't know. Looking back, I was like, was that a mistake leaving that job? I don't know. Sometimes I go back and forth on that, but because it's really hard to find another job that pays that well, because I haven't found it yet. I don't even know if I ever will, to be honest. And it kind of makes me feel like I'm an idiot for leaving that job, but I'm not. I love to travel with family and my girlfriend at the time, if I have one in the future. Society makes us think we have to have a job, but our heart wants to create and express who we are. Exactly, which is more important. Oh, I don't blame you for quitting that job. That sounds draining. It was, because the guy I started with was a complete fuckhead. Oh, thank you very much. I hope so. God willing. There's a saying. I think it's in Arabic. It's like ojalá, which is like God willing. The Spanish use it a lot too. I hear it a lot in Mexican Spanish as well. It's like ojalá or ojalá or something like that. You would know probably. You're saying it wrong. I'm like, I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. Okay. But Arabic is very beautiful. I have no idea how to wrap my head around Arabic at all. Like, if people think Japanese is hard, Arabic is really hard. And yes, jobs that suck will suck our life force. That is so true. My parents were like, just take anything at this point. You need to start making money. Work at McDonald's if you have to. I'm like, kill me. Like, that's all I said. I was like, kill me now. Do it. I'm ready. I will never work at McDonald's. Are you kidding me? I don't want to fucking waste my time making no money, feeling like shit. And everyone's like, well, that's what you have to do. Buck up and do it. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I didn't see that coming, though. I didn't see that coming at all. That's pretty cool, though. But I agree with you. You don't want to work a job that's shitty, because it's just going to make you. And when I worked a full-time job, and you feel like you're just going to work, working, coming home, going to sleep, getting up, and rinse and repeat, and the days go by and the years go by, and you're so drained, you don't have the energy to do anything creative, because all you're doing is spending time doing the job thing, doing what society expects of you, what your parents expect of you, because that's what they did, and that's what, that's the only path they see. And they're like, oh, people don't make money in the arts. People don't do that. You've written 4 books. Oh yeah, that doesn't make any money. I've had people tell me that to my face. I'm just like, and like, why are people like this? Oh my God, you know? I don't know. I just love that so much. I'm just like, I put off for many years my art and writing and music because my job drained me. Exactly. Last year I decided to work at the job less and start creating more. I love that. That's so great. We need that. Oh my God. Yeah, I talk about that in my Mind Your Mentality book. There's a chapter called The Utilitarian Workplace, and it's all about how the job doesn't really care about you as a person or your personality, so to speak, but rather just your ability to do the job and to do it without causing a fuss, and how HR doesn't really care about you either, and it's not their job to tend your feelings. You're just there to be resourced because you're a human, and that's what they do. It's in their name of their department. So it's like I talk about all that in the book too, and I'm so glad I did. I had some people in my Professionalism is Dead video. We had a party the day after that video came out, and everybody at the party was telling me, "Oh my God, Trevor, you've gotta take that video down. You've got to take that video down." I'm like, "What? Playing piano more, painting more, etc." They call it human resources. Yes, exactly. I love what you're doing. I love the painting and playing guitar. Hell yeah, that is exactly what it's about. They were telling me like, "Take this video down, dude. What are you doing?" I'm like, "Why?" They're like, you can't talk about stuff like that. Like you're right. You're telling the truth, but you'll never get a job again. Are you crazy? You gotta take that video down. Take it down. I'm like, I'm not taking it down. Why would I do that? They're like, you're not gonna get a job ever again. You're bashing admissions. You're bashing human resources. I'm like, I'm calling it like it is. I've worked in a lot of companies with their big corporations, and that's exactly how it is. You know, there's so many bullshit jobs out there that people have, and they will do whatever they can to maintain that image that they're working, that they're always so busy, you know, and whatever. And it's like, it's just bullshit. I mean, no company is busy 24/7 unless you're Amazon or Microsoft or Apple. I could see that, you know, but if you're just some medical equipment company, I mean, you're not going to be busy like at the top at that level all the time. I mean, I could be wrong, but I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. But these people will make it seem like they're so busy all the time and that their job is justified, even though they probably don't work nearly as hard, but they make way more money than you'll ever see, right? And I mean, that's fine. Like, good for them. I'm just calling it out like it is pragmatically. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's what it is, very matter of factly. And people are like, freak out when you do that. When you start telling the truth, they're just like, oh my God, you can't say that. So stupid. Wait, how's that going? Cool. That's so good that you're playing piano more and painting more. That's really good. I love that. They call it human resources because you're a resource to be managed. Oh, thank you so much. Are you on Discord too? I have a Discord. I have my own server. It's all in Japanese, but it's not a big deal. It's like we all speak in English, but that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, it's new and fun. Yeah, you know, so many artists are freaking out about the AI art thing, and I can see why. You know, me, I'm a traditional illustrator, as you probably have known, figured out. I paint with oils. Yeah, I draw with charcoal, graphite, pen and ink as well. So I don't know anything about AI art really. I know it's only as smart as whatever it's drawing from, inspiration wise, like material wise and stuff like that. It's very interesting. It kind of scares me a little bit too, but I won't lie about that. But I think the latest Dream Theater album Parasomnia was probably created with AI art. I have to be real about that. It's just kind of a bummer. But for a YouTube channel, I think it's fantastic. I mean, I don't mind what people do at all. Yeah, yeah, I like that too. And this pentatonic shape. So that was shape 5, right? Yeah. That was wrong. Yeah. Oh. Damn. Oh, that's nice. Sounds Japanese, right? Those pentatonics. Yeah, customary in Japanese music. Beautiful. Oh my god. Just like you. Sorry, just kidding. No, I'm not kidding, but like, you know what I mean. I'm just being a goober. But yeah, Japanese music relies heavily on pentatonics a lot. Traditional Japanese music. I'm such a goofball. Oh my god. Ah. You're welcome. It's like, this man is weird. I'm like, he's weird. I'm like, no. That's funny. What do you have planned for tonight? Is it like, it's about 8 o'clock over there, right? I think. Oh yeah, that sounds nice. Holy buckets. So easy to just noodle, you know? This is a long stream, holy cow. I used to stream for a very long time when I was on Mixer.com, and I was on Twitch there for a while too, but I really don't like Twitch at all. I hate Twitch, I'll be honest. I don't really like streamers either. Oh, at the Kava Cafe. Oh, you're at the Kava Cafe creating some images. Whoa, this woman's got plans. That's crazy. Wow, look at that. Creating another video tonight for my channel. I'll have to check that out. At the Kava Cafe creating some images. Ah. So how do you do AI art? Like what do you do? Do you just tell the computer, do you give the computer like a prompt and then it gives you some images, or how does that work? I don't know anything about AI arts at all. I'm just like, it's just so funny. It's funny. You're just like, at the Kava Cafe. I always feel like I'm stupid whenever I smile like that. Like, so stupid. But yeah, my smile is like, yeah, that's not really how I smile, but. What was that tapping solo for Power Rangers? I forgot. What was it? Oh, no, it Something like that. Oh, thank you. Oh, shucks. My word. You create the image with your words. Interesting. なるほどね。Like, そうですよね。へー。Japanese people always do that. へー。そうですよね。マジでそうですよね。まあ。なるほどね。And double that. I don't know. Something like that. That's really cool. So you draw with your words. Oh my God. That's like what you do with a book. Oh my God. I'm like, what? That's crazy. Drawing with a book? I wonder when your video is going to come out. How many subscribers do you have? Wow, I love that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm just like... Very classically, actually. Classically inspired. Of course, because it's me we're talking about. It's either going to be Japanese, arabesque, or classically inspired. It comes out of my fingers. I don't know why. But I do want to get another classical guitar, though. I really should. Once I get a job or do I don't know. Once something happens, I'll probably try and maybe get a classical guitar and get back into it. Because I really do miss those times. You know, I miss that, like that stream of folks. And then when you go back to the electric guitar, you know, it just feels like so easy because the neck feels so small and you're just gliding around, you know. Because on a classical guitar, the neck is wider and flat. And it just feels like a whole different world. It just makes this feel easy, you know, when you come back to it, you know. But as you can see, my sweet headstock, pretty cool. My neck profile is pretty thin. But yeah, LTD, it's a Korean company. Oh my gosh. Crazy. What time does your cafe close? Are you a full-time YouTuber now as well? Oh, that's what it was. That's right. Troubled Minds in the Thinking Process. That's such a weird title for a piece of music. That's what I named it. Troubled Minds in the Thinking Process. Oh yeah, the octave. This is fun. We're just hanging out. Something like that. Ah, I started it as a creative and positive outlet. Oh, I like that. Having a little creative session now. Oh, that's great. I like that. That's really cool. My God, that's awesome. We all need that. You're welcome. Hell yeah, there you go. Maybe I should do some more guitar instructional videos. Lately I've been trying to do some more of those, but I hope they're interesting and I hope they help somebody. I'm not sure. You know? It's crazy. Oh. It's crazy. Are you on a laptop right now? Interesting. Crazy. Huh. Oh, okay. Oh, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah. Oh, thank you. It's nice to meet you too. Thank you so much. My name's Trevor, by the way. Nice to meet you. Oh, I'd like that. That'd be cool. I'd like to probably get some dinner myself, actually. I think I've been streaming for almost 3.5 hours. Holy buckets. Crazy. I hope your session goes well. Nice. Oh, yeah. That was probably one of the shapes for sure. Aw. Thank you very much. You too. Have a good evening and have fun with your session. I'll check out that video when you're done. I'll watch out for it. Maybe my phone will tell me about it or something. Yeah. I'm probably gonna get some spaghetti here in a minute. That sounds good. Sounds pretty good. Thank you. It's a very interesting chord. I don't even know what I'm playing anymore. I'm just like, I think I've been streaming for so long. Alrighty, y'all. Well, I think I'm gonna go grab some dinner and chill out for a while. But more video content to come. New book, Mind Your Mentality, is available now on Amazon.com. Very excited for this book. I hope it helps people out there. Mind Your Mentality on Amazon.com. It should pop right up. You can find the link to it in my latest video called Don't Carry That Weight. But it's only 90 pages. And it's very, very short, but I would like to think it's really helpful. So thank you guys for watching, and until next time, peace.